Good day to everyone. Our topic for today is all about elements of art. This is Sir Melvin Masuna. I'm your teacher for this week, Arts 4. This is Prime Design Doho.
The element of line. Line is the path of a moving point through space. Artists typically use line to depict edges, making line capable of portraying anything you can see. And line can depict abstract ideas as well. So line can portray pretty much everything. But line also has another superpower, the ability to convey emotion. These emotive qualities of line are direction, rhythm, angularity, weight, and style. All right, direction. Because we know that if we set an object on a flat surface, it will stay at rest. And when we rest our bodies, we lay flat. A horizontal line can often have a restful, calming effect. Conversely, because we are all familiar with the downward pull of gravity, a vertical line can carry a sense of weight and force. Diagonal lines are trickier. In the Western world, reading trains us to scan from left to right. So most of us will see this diagonal line as moving upward, which is associated with ascent and improvement. Conversely, this diagonal line is typically interpreted as moving downward, which is associated with decline. Next, we have rhythm. A rhythmic line feels orderly, predictable, easy to analyze, which can make it relaxing. An arrhythmic or irregular line feels disorderly and unpredictable, which can be agitating. The angularity of a line can also be emotive. Experience tells us that sharp edges can hurt us, so acute angles can often feel dangerous and aggressive. Conversely, smooth, gentle curves feel safe, fluid, and are often more inviting. Speaking of angles and curves, the consistent use of 90-degree angled lines gets its own cool name, rectilinear. Conversely, a randomly curved line is often called organic. The weight of a line refers to its thickness. Thin lines feel delicate, graceful. Thick lines can feel bold, aggressive, even angry. Lastly, the style of a line refers to a range of other possible qualities, including dashed and dotted lines, which often imply a trail or cut line. Variable width lines, which offer a sense of motion and speed. And textured lines that can feel hand-drawn and more personal. So there it is, the amazingly versatile and incredibly emotive element of line. The element of shape. Shape is defined as the contour of a flat object. Shape can be rendered either overtly or more subtly, with a collective of other shapes, or with a general contour of an object. Three general categories of shape are geometric, modified, and organic. Within the geometric shape category, the big three are circle, triangle, and rectangle. Circles. As an expression of a complete rotation and having no endpoints, circles are often used to convey a sense of completion, wholeness, and the eternal. Triangles. Triangles often signify directional movement, most often in the cardinal directions. A triangle with a flat baseline and two equal sides feels balanced and offers a sense of an apex, like a mountain, or maybe used to signify a hierarchy. Rectangles. Rectangles are a bit different. Look around you right now. You are surrounded by rectangles. Your phone, laptop, walls, doors, windows. Rectangles are everywhere in human design. Now contrast this with nature. If you went for a walk in the woods, where would you find a perfect rectangle? Pretty much nowhere. So when we use a rectangle, we're signaling human design. Next, we have modified shapes. The three most common modifications of shapes are rounding, skewing, and rotating. While sharp corners feel precise, rounded corners feel safer, more inviting. And that's why so many icons and buttons are rounded. Skewing a shape can give it a sense of 3D perspective, or speed. Rotating a shape often entirely changes its meaning. For example, this triangle can convey balance or imbalance, depending on its rotation. Next, we have organic shapes. Organic shapes compose the huge range of irregularly angled shapes. Two common groups of organic shapes are bilateral and asymmetrical. Bilateral organic shapes, like a tree or animal, resonate with us because the human body is also bilaterally symmetrical. This also means we're quick to notice when an object is not quite bilaterally symmetrical. Asymmetrical organic shapes, like a paint splatter or cloud, may reference nature or feel more disorderly and chaotic. Lastly, shape offers the artist a sort of superpower, a different way of seeing the world. To explain, rather than viewing a complex object as composed of edge lines that may be really hard to draw, seeing objects as made of simple shapes allows you to work faster and with a greater sense of proportion and accuracy. So there you have it, the incredibly powerful element of shape. The element of color. More than any other element, color can have an immediate and powerful impact on us. But color is also the most complex and challenging element to work with. So to make color easier to understand, the traditional red, yellow, blue, or RYB color wheel provides the foundation for what is commonly called color theory. In RYB, red, yellow, and blue are considered primary colors because these three colors can be mixed to create all other colors, but cannot be mixed themselves. The secondary colors are orange, green, and purple. The secondary colors are made by mixing two neighboring primary colors. So, for example, blue and red make purple. Tertiary colors are the remaining colors in between primary and secondary colors. For example, this is blue-green. One way that colors are categorized is by way of their perceived temperature. Warm colors are the colors on the red-orange side of the color wheel. These colors are thought to be more aggressive, making warm colors often a great choice for signage and logos. Cool colors are on the blue side of the color wheel. These colors have a receding quality. To explain, because Earth's atmosphere is blue, as objects get farther away, they get increasingly tinted blue. Harmonies are color combinations that go well together. The big three are analogous colors, which are any three contiguous colors. Complementary colors, which are two colors that are opposite each other. And triadic colors, which are any three colors that are evenly split into thirds. Three common color modifications are tinting, which is adding white to a color, toning, which is adding gray to a color, and shading, which is adding black to a color. Lastly, the RYB color wheel, it is just the starting point for understanding the world of color. So be sure to check out part 2 of The Element of Color.